Hey, Jett.
Hey, Tawashi.
How you doing, man?
Good. You?
Well, it's been a day, that's for sure. It's been terrible, actually. I've had a terrible couple days, but I'm ready to do the show. There's a dude who just sent us Oha. Yeah, I can hear you. There's a dude who sent us Oha Noloyo. You know what that is?
No.
No idea what that's about. I think your voice is a little bit low, though.
My voice is low?
Oh, maybe not. Yeah. All right. You been watching TV?
Have I been watching TV?
Yeah. What have you been watching lately?
So I was watching. What the heck did I watch yesterday? 90 Day Fiancé and the series finale of Power.
Dude, you watch that show, Power? What is it about? I've been hearing a lot about it.
A drug dealer who is trying to go legit, and he falls in love with a DA agent.
Huh. Okay, drug dealer that falls in love with a DA agent. That's
that he knew as a kid. Yeah, but I mean that's the main premise of the show.
Huh. It's a love story, huh? All right.
Basically a love story, but it kind of changes towards the end. And the finale was meh. It wasn't that great.
Yeah, I heard about it recently. That's why I'm asking about it. Yeah. Do you watch BoJack Horseman?
No, but I'm familiar with it.
So they had their series finale, like it's the end of it all, and it's pretty dark, man. It's really dark. It's about this actor who he's an alcoholic. He continues to make mistakes that kind of drive him into misery and drive the people who care about him away from him. And this last season, you know I'm an alcoholic, so it was really touchy. You see him go, you see him get sober for like a year, and then go to AA meetings, which is like the same shit I do. And he just goes through like real struggle, like real alcoholic struggle, and it was really triggering, man. It's amazing to see a show do that, because not very many shows have it right, let alone it being a cartoon, you know.
Yeah, and it went on pretty long, right? It went on about 7 seasons.
Yeah, it went on a long time. Good for it, man. Good for it. But you know, the ending kind of left it open-ended. You know, you still see him doing his like old habits and not.
Right.
Yeah. So you wonder if he's gonna end up in the same place he was before, when everybody else around him, you know, managed to kind of grow out of it, where he just hadn't been able to do it. I've also been watching Avenue 5. Have you heard of that?
No, that I don't know.
So the premise is basically this cruise spaceship gets stuck and knocked off course in space. The spaceship is like an automated spaceship, so it slingshots around planets and on its way back to Earth. And because they're off course, they are now no longer going to be getting back to Earth, not for another 3 to 6 months. And it's supposed to be a comedy, and it feels really, really dry. It's got the actor from House on it as the captain.
Oh,
as a fake captain.
Yeah. Okay, now I know what it is.
Yeah, and I think what I'm most fascinated about it is like the story, the plot line isn't really great. You know, it's pretty cheesy, the jokes, but what is funny is, hey, what's up, TRC4? Thanks for stopping by, though. I appreciate it. What is funny about it is the space mechanics, right? You've got like this gigantic spaceship, and there's a scene where, you know, a couple people died, and so they have these like funerals for them, and they shove them out into space, but they didn't shove them out into space enough. So the ship has its own gravitational pull, and so now these 4 dead bodies just rotate around the ship constantly, right? And then also space mechanics. Space radiation is a thing, right? People, you know, they need a way to protect themselves from it, and according to the show, the best way to protect yourself from it is human feces. So the entire ship is lined with shit. It's a giant ship with a giant ring of shit around it. But I mean, other than that, the show's pretty lackluster.
It's an HBO show, right?
Yep. The new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm is also out too. Love it.
Because they were like doing ads for it during Silicon Valley, like when that was about to end.
Just an update for the channel. Tuesdays, you know, we might cut Tuesday. You know, I think, Jett, you might be departing to a new chapter at a new place, right? Might happen.
Yes.
Might not. We might consolidate everything onto Thursday. It might make it easier for me and for everybody. So we shall see. Leave some support in the comments. Let us know what you think we should do. You still going to church yet?
I'm still going, yep.
All right. So I'm going to share with you something that I thought was pretty crazy. This YouTuber called Basically Homeless, right? And what he is a dude who makes video game videos, right? But he makes them mainly around Rainbow Six Siege, right? And so he released this video recently about how he almost got sponsored by Ubisoft to do a Rainbow Six Siege video. And in this video, they basically invite him down for a sponsorship, right? And they slowly realize that they don't know what he fucking does on his show. And what he fucking does on his show is do things like play Rainbow Six Siege with a pineapple, or like, you know, do hacks in the game to like make himself the only player in the squad. And slowly, so they run this like big budget film, and slowly the marketing team realizes that he is probably not what they want associated with their brand. And needless to say, that I mean, they keep going and eventually tell him like, hey, you know, we'll pay you half for the sponsorship, you know, but we're not going to air this video, right? And then he makes this transition into a sermon, right, where he's basically sharing his life story. At churches, they have like people come up and like talk about their experience, strength, and hope. Is that right?
That's a testimony. I would call that a testimony.
I mean, I think this is pretty similar, but you know, he basically apologized for it. He thought somewhere deep down that Ubisoft would accept the crazy videos that he made, all the hacks, right? So basically, they filmed the video, and the account that he used to film the video got banned like right on the spot. And so so I guess this is a testimony. He's just sharing his life story about how he started a few businesses. You know, he's trying to do stuff with God, and you know, he admits that, like, you know, he just wasn't like, he was trying to do his own thing, his own way, and not trying to align himself with it. I just thought it was a really interesting way to kind of transition out of doing like videos for Rainbow Six Siege. You know, it's admirable how humble he is in the videos, for sure. And it's got me in touch with how much, you know, I need to be humble and stay humble. Always, you know, and I think what I'm going through now is a humbling process. You know, going in between jobs and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta check out the video. It looks interesting.
Yeah, man. He's a funny guy. If you don't know who he is, his name's Basically Homeless. So he shares where he got the name Basically Homeless, and he says that you know, we are all made for heaven, and so on earth we are basically homeless. Anywho.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah. Bad Boys 3, right? Was a good movie? Did you see it?
Yes, I saw it today. It was surprisingly really, really good.
I mean, I wouldn't think that it wasn't going to be any good, you know?
I thought it would be good, but not like really good, but it was really good. It may have even been better than the second one.
Well, the second one wasn't that great.
I feel like people they either think the second one's better than the first one, or they say that it's not that great. I'm kind of in the not that great camp.
Yeah.
But this new one was pretty good, and there was a lot of like, I think they're gonna make a fourth one, and they may even do like a spin-off.
Oh shit, King stopped in. Thanks, King. Thanks for stopping in. He's never on, so it's quite an honor to see him on here. Yeah, man, you know what I saw recently? By the way, Martin Lawrence is not looking very good. He's looking kind of thick, man. He's not aging well. What I did see recently was Wild Wild West with Will Smith. I really like that movie. If not for all the kind of like cyber or steampunk themes in the Wild Wild West movie. Do you remember that?
Such a weird movie.
It was totally a weird movie. It was totally a weird movie. But I rewatched the whole thing, and I still really like it. That's when Big Willie was at his peak.
Yeah, man. Loveless. It's a great song. I like the song.
Wait, so in Bad Boys 3, there's supposed to be like this dude that's going to replace Martin Lawrence or Will Smith?
No, there's like a group. No, there's like a group of these people you're seeing right now. They're called Ammo, and they're like a high tech like version of the cops, like futuristic version of the cops.
Huh.
And they have like, drones and like heavy artillery and like all types of spyware. And they don't do like typical cop procedure. They everything's like advanced technology.
Dude, in the movie, did they really say we fly together, we die together? Inside the plane?
Yeah, they said.
Dude,
Yeah, they did.
That seems like something that I would fucking say in a plane.
Yeah, it was fun.
Ah, man. That's great.
Man, it was kind of long, but it was good, man. I didn't feel it, and there's a really cool twist in the movie, and just a lot going on, but it's done surprisingly well. So I was very happy.
I might get with it. I'm watching an old Sylvester Stallone movie right now.
Which one?
I don't even know what it is. He's super young, and the guy from Lando Calrissian, the guy who played Lando Calrissian, is his co-star in the movie. I don't know what it is called, though. It's old. It's from like 1981, and it's got some great scenes of like what New York used to look like.
What's it about?
I mean, I have no clue. I just saw it on Netflix, and I just started playing it, and it's got some cool scenes of New York, so I'm totally down for it. How do you deal with loved ones in the hospital?
Yeah.
King, I'm going to be editing that headset review today instead of doing HGAP notes. Wait, what are HGAP notes? I didn't finish school. You know what those are, Vinny? Jett?
I don't know what an HCAP knows.
Oof. So what's going on with the loved ones in the hospital, man? You got loved ones in the hospital right now?
You're breaking up a little bit. I'm sorry, I can't hear.
You got loved ones in the hospital?
Okay, so Sunday night my mom had like a panic attack / I think she was dehydrated, and she went to the hospital. I had been back and forth from the hospital for the last 3 days.
Damn, man.
So
You're really being tested right now.
Really been what?
You're really being tested right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about, like, I mean, thankfully everything is fine. Thank God, there was no major issue there. I mean, she just kind of had, like, a little panic scare. Her health is up to par, but just want to talk about, like, when people go to the hospital, like, what do you normally do? Like, how do you deal with it emotionally?
Dude, I mean, I've never been able to deal with that stuff emotionally very well in general. I can't even go to the hospital, man. Like I've visited people before. I'll like visit them once, and then I feel like I'm just gonna like shoot myself just to stay in the hospital. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to leave the hospital. I feel like I'm leaving somebody behind. And I'm like the wrong person to ask about that. Like, I don't know, man. King, how would you deal with it? If he's still there, or he's editing probably. Human Geography, AP. Taking AP classes, huh? I'm Asian, so I can make this joke. Back in the day, we used to call it Asian people classes. Yeah, man, I don't know how to deal with it, man. I hope your mom is okay. First off. And I mean, I hate to be a dick, but what is it? Let me see if I can find it. I'd probably be like Larry David and say sorry as they roll whoever away in the hospital, because I just don't know how to emotionally deal with it. Oof, I'm a bad person. Anyways. Altered Carbon has a trailer for season 2. I know you've been talking about that for a while, Jett.
Me, Altered Carbon? I've never seen it.
Wait, what? Oh, that might have been Lux. But yeah, there's a new season. Maybe I'll save this for Thursday. We can watch the trailer together. All together, share thoughts. Here we go.
I crossed the stars in a colony ship before stacks were invented.
I'm gonna hop off.
I left a dying Earth behind to see
I'm having some technical difficulties. I'll be right back on. Hold.
All right.
the new world. Mr. Kovacs, I know what you dream of.
Your resleeving is now complete.
Bespoke design by Kamalo BioWare. Military use only. Rapid healing, enhanced reaction time, among other bells and whistles.
Oh my. Of all the godforsaken rocks we've been to, we're right back where we started.
Harlandswell? Thought you swore you'd never return. What compelled you?
I'm still looking for her, and I can't walk away.
That's not love. It's obsession. In time, even love turns to dust.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. This is Captain America is starring in this right now.
An Altered Carbon?
Yeah,
Cut out their stacks and bring them
the
to
new
me.
Captain America.
Oh, Anthony Mackie, yeah.
Planet's going to be hunting him.
We're in danger here. Oh, I
AKA
assure
Papa Doc from 8 Mile.
measures will be taken.
Yeah, I just like it because it's like, I love this cyberpunk genre, and I just wish there was like more of it.
I've heard that one before.
I don't even care about the plots, I just love the scenery.
Confirm.
Are you so far
That
gone
chick
you
is
don't
in,
recognize
is
yourself?
in Power. She plays the DA.
How does it feel
It's
to be afraid of death again? Or is this your first time?
the first season was really cool. It was a different actor, so I don't know how he gets put into the mix, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. Should be cool. It's cool to see advancements in the genre. How's your phone doing? I think we lost Jett again. I guess I could keep going. I'll go off of this. So I was scrolling through Instagram and I found this, and it's really freaking weird. It's basically a post advertisement of Facebook gaming. Jett, you came back?
I'm back, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across this advertisement for Facebook Gaming, and it says, "Are you a gamer?" And I just don't really get it, because Facebook is not really a gaming platform. It never has
No, it's
been.
not.
And then honestly, who uses Facebook anymore? I don't even think parents use it that much anymore, because it's just becoming the most irrelevant, boring, lame thing in the world.
Nah, there's a lot of older people on Facebook, and they're like posting all kinds of political propaganda.
For real? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I click on the link, I get the bait, right? And it's just this full-blown article on how they plan to introduce a Facebook platform. There's this one streamer I used to watch who went from Twitch to Facebook Gaming. Really? Really? I mean, I bet because he's like the one. I mean, is he? I bet because he's like an early adopter, or did he already have an audience that he brought with him? So, I mean, I just don't understand, like, are these games on Facebook, or is this like streaming games on Facebook? Do you know what this is about, King?
I never heard of it.
Yeah, I just don't see it as a brand. Oh, it's like a streaming platform. So now we have Microsoft, who put out Mixer, which is fine. I kind of get it. And then Facebook putting out this. I mean, I feel like Facebook's kind of late to the party here, but I don't know.
So are these Twitch competitors?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, these are all Twitch competitors. I think, you know, it's becoming like oversaturated, right? And it's funny because you got YouTube, which basically does the same shit. It's just not branded as gaming. They had YouTube gaming for a minute, and then they kind of backed out of it. So I don't know what that's about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they used to have YouTube gaming, and you used to be able to stream and you know, post gaming videos and stuff like that. But now it's disappeared from the platform. I just don't like it, man. I don't like it, man. Like, you know, I like that Facebook has Oculus and Instagram. You know, those are good brands. You know, I don't really understand why we need to do Facebook gaming.
I guess because they can.
Yeah. Probably because they have to. They have to explore these like new realms, you know. All right. Russell Simmons. Hip hop. Russell Simmons thanks those who defended Kobe Bryant following Gayle King interview. Tell us about this, Mr. Jett.
So this was a pretty big story. I mean, I think this came out over the weekend. Or actually, no, I think it came out last week. Basically, an interview with Gayle King and Lisa Leslie of the WNBA, who was very close friends with Kobe Bryant. And she's interviewing Lisa Leslie about Kobe, you know, his legacy. And in the middle of it brings up, like, the sexual assault case that he had from, like, 2003. And asks her basically, like, you know, well, doesn't this case make Kobe's legacy very complicated? And she basically responded by saying, no, I don't think it does at all. He was found not guilty. And then, like, Gayle kind of kept digging and digging at the case itself and just trying to figure out, like, you know, trying to get some answers out of Lisa. And then CBS took that clip and aired that specific clip to promote the interview. So, understandably, a lot of people came out against Gayle King for, like, you know, the guy just died. Why are you looking to tarnish his legacy already, you know? And he was found not guilty and that whole case was dropped. So, like, why is this relevant to bring up now?
Right.
Snoop Dogg came out, called her a bitch, cursed her out and everything. Bill Cosby like thanked Snoop, I think, and was like, "Yes, thanks for protecting us black men." Because the whole thing was like, you know, Gayle King and Oprah again are like going after a lot of black, like older black celebrities who have sex cases or whatever.
Well, didn't
And not really
Bill
going after
Cosby
the white
actually
ones.
have a situation?
Well, he's actually in jail, but he
Yeah.
still can tweet for some reason or have Instagram. But they're not really going after like the white people like Harvey Weinstein, and Oprah's is friends with Harvey Weinstein, so they're like, yeah, why don't you?
Wait, let's back the fuck up for a minute. Should somebody in jail have the ability to tweet to the outside world?
I don't know.
What do you guys think, chat? I mean, I feel like it's a piece of freedom, right? Like it's a privilege, right? Like I sit on my computer and you know, tweet or, you know, retweets or like, you know, I spend a significant time in front of my computer. You're saying I can get free board and food in jail and just be on the computer all day? Do exactly what I do right now, except I get like free food and free board. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Not such a bad gig, man. You can go on Twitter.
I know, man. I we were having this conversation a couple shows back, right? Like about like this woman who's having a kid in jail.
Yeah.
Should you be able to have a kid in jail? So it's, you basically get everything you ever need, and I mean, it's like hyper socialism or communism. Everybody's same. So I didn't know that Oprah was doing this thing with Gayle King, like trying to just going after like black men with cases.
Yeah, Oprah went after Michael Jackson. She did the Leaving Neverland documentary. Did the interviews for it. And then Gayle King went with did R. Kelly, but nobody cares because everybody's against R. Kelly anyway. And then Oprah also was going to do a documentary on Russell Simmons. And Russell like begged her not to do it, and she backed out of it. And then she's claiming like, well, I don't have any agenda. But it's just very suspect that she's just basically just going after black men and not really targeting the white ones.
Sure. Well, it might have something to do with just being so much a part of the community, where you have like, you know, she's been around so long in, you know, as her status with her show. Seeing you know, black communities kind of form with you know, we had like BET, which was a segment of music that was separate from like every other, you know, genre, black ensemble movies and things like that. It might have something to do with that, maybe. I don't know.
It might. You might be right.
She's focused on the community and kind of running on the social rails that have been established.
Yeah.
Yeah. So has
classroom community.
So this is a picture of 50 Cent on a mechanical keyboard. My question is, has mechanical keyboards finally gone mainstream? This is obviously in New York, you know?
Yeah.
He's in front of like the girliest setup ever. He's got a split keyboard thing going on here. There's nothing on the screen. It's funny. But, you know, I've been talking about this lately about how, you know how sneakers are a big thing for people? right? You want to like customize your sneakers, or like rich people want to customize their sneakers, or they want to, you know, people collect sneakers. Sneakers are one of those items like that you keep on your feet and you use every day, right? So it makes sense that you kind of want to extend your personality and show your status with something that you interact with every day. And I have this hunch that like mechanical keyboards are kind of running that direction. I might do a video about it actually, but like the Verve, I think, just released a interesting article about Tao Types or whatever, who's a very famous YouTuber for like building mechanical keyboards on Twitch, and then also doing some videos on YouTube as well. But he's grown his channel to like I think 50,000 users. Yeah, it's Tao Types. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, he's you know, we're seeing this exponential growth in the customization and work for mechanical keyboards that we have never really seen before. And like looking at this picture, you know, with like 50 Cent, it's kind of testing the waters on a custom mechanical keyboard, is really interesting. Nathan Kim, yeah, Nathan Kim.
It's like my world meets your world, this picture.
Yeah, right. I mean, it makes sense. The keyboards, we now use it every day. And I thought to myself, well, it could be like guitar pedals, or like, you know, like all these little hobbies start on like a weird thread forum, right? And then they move into something else. And I said, well, no, keyboards are different because we literally use them every day in our everyday lives. And so I think over time, we're going to see a little bit more of that. It's going to become even more and more popular, like sneakers. In fact, I would argue that there's yet to be a brand to kind of capture like the Nike of mechanical keyboards. I mean, you have like Logitech and Razer, and like these guys are kind of doing it, but not in the same way that like Nike and Adidas, you know, has done for the sneaker community.
I don't understand the appeal of a mechanical keyboard.
Well, if you look at what 50 Cent is on right now, right? So this is kind of an ergonomic keyboard. It's split, right? So that your hands are kind of more at a natural resting place. So like that's like a preference, right? Someone might want to type that way. Make it easier for you to type that way. Another thing is, you know, the switches in the keys themselves, right? The way they feel when you press while you're typing. Everybody has a different style of typing, and, you know, wants a different feel for their keyboard.
Right.
And then after that, it's aesthetics. How do you want how do you want to express yourself through your keyboard? You know.
Right.
Just like a sneaker, right? So it's actually really similar, right? Everybody has a different walking style. Everybody has a different style on the outside. So you want to feel your walking style, and you want to show your walking style. And I think it's the same thing with keyboards.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But what's not considered a mechanical keyboard? Like the laptop keyboards are not mechanical, correct?
Yeah. Back in the day, they did make them mechanical. A lot of people don't know this, but before Lenovo took on, ThinkPads had mechanical switches in them. And they were very similar kind of to the low profile switches that are coming out now. But when ThinkPad was owned by IBM, they had mechanical switches in those laptops, and now they don't. Again, it's not, what makes it mechanical is the fact that, like, you're not using something like rubber domes. So rubber domes are typically what comes on your laptop, and it's basically like this little bubble that you press on, and it completes the circuit. On a mechanical keyboard, you're using a spring. It's a spring and then a metal piece touching another metal piece. That's kind of the difference. And you can, the thing is with the mechanical keyboard is that you can customize, the spring weight. You can customize whether it makes a clicking noise or has like a bump in the middle of it. There's so much more you can do as opposed to with rubber domes. What you get is what you get. Lenovo laptops are trash. I agree with you, King. But once upon a time, when ThinkPads were owned by IBM, they were super solid, man. They were crazy solid. Obviously they didn't have the same specs that we have today, but they were crazy solid machines, and they were top quality machines. So I mean that's kind of the main difference, right? For example, this keyboard here is I'm using Xylent switches. Basically, they're a quieter version of mechanical switches. They have a bump in the middle, and it feels really nice when I type. And I'm actually going to be using them to build a client build. So I'm going to be building a mechanical keyboard for a client on stream and sharing it with you on YouTube. Bill Gates super yacht. I've been seeing this all over, and I've been seeing some mixed messages on whether or not this is a rumor. These renderings look badass, though.
Yeah, it looks like Bill Gates allegedly commissioned this company to build him a super yacht that's hydrogen powered.
Yeah, right. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
This company came out and said he never reached out to us. We have no business dealings with Bill Gates. But I just thought, I was just interested in the super yacht aspect of it and like the technology.
Yeah, bro. Well, look at this rendering is badass. Look at this front view here.
Yeah.
I'd live on this thing. I'd never leave. Never fucking leave.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. But it'd be weird if it was like a hydrogen powered super yacht. Like, I don't really understand the benefit of that. Does that just mean it's gonna explode easier?
I don't know. Let me check. Let me make sure I'm correct with the hydrogen power.
No. I remember it was a hydrogen. See, it says 500 million hydrogen powered super yacht.
Yeah.
Has ordered. So this is alleged, right? I heard these are rumors. So this is probably an older article. Hydrogen powered super yacht worth an estimated 500 million. I think these are pounds. Oh, $644 million. And featuring an infinity pool, helipad, spa, and gym. The billionaire co-founder of Microsoft has allegedly commissioned the Aqua ship, a 370 feet luxury vessel, completely powered by liquid hydrogen, which was publicized last year at the Monaco Yacht Show by the Dutch design firm Sinat. I don't know, man. Seems like a giant advertisement for a goddamn super yacht.
It does.
It
looks a lot bigger in that picture than it would be in real life.
Yeah, right. I think it would be cooler to have like airships again, like luxury airships. They don't have to go that high. They can stay pretty low, but it'd be cool to have like a luxury airship.
That would be dope. I'm like kind of like always thinking about how it was when people were on them.
Did you know that the Empire State Building was originally designed to have airships docking at the top?
Yes, I did. I think we've discussed this before.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing. Airships docking the Empire State. Let me see if I can find a picture. Bam. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, sorry. Look at that. There's some people coming off of that thing. Oh, that's so...
They actually did dock one on the Empire State Building?
Yeah. Oh, no, that's a Photoshop picture. I think these are all Photoshop pictures, but...
Yeah, 'cause I feel like I looked for it and I could never find it.
I think what it actually was... So that it wasn't supposed to dock this way. Oh, no, maybe it is. Maybe this is a real picture. But it was supposed to dock... But that's a skinny ass bridge. Very, very, very high up. That'd be terrifying. I've always wondered whether or not we would have like luxury airships. Yo, this picture, I don't even know what this is, but this is very, very phallic. Very phallic.
Well, it's phallic plus the ship looks like a breast. Yeah. There's that too.
Okay, so there's like design, like these designs are so cool, man. There's a more modern picture. Whatever. Did you okay. Eminem plays the Oscars. Did you hear about that?
I did.
Let me see if I can.
I didn't get a chance to see the performance. I saw like a clip of it. He did Lose Yourself, which is the song that he won an Oscar for back in 2003, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember. Hold on, let's watch a little bit of it.
Ready, mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth. Words won't come out, he's choking how? Everybody's joking now, the clock's run out, time's up. Oh, snap back.
Is this one of my topics or one of yours?
The what?
This is one of your topics?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if I added this or not.
No, you didn't. I double checked. Did you see the lady's face? I guess people were confused as to why he was there. Performing this, right? Like
it's very
like,
random.
Like there's a picture of this lady. I don't even know who she is, but she's like in this video. Let me see if I can find it. But she's like, what? Like people in the crowd are just like, what is going on? Why is this happening? There it is. There it is. This lady. She's like awfully confused, but she's kind of into it. She's like bobbing her head a little bit. I guess it was random. But
yeah, with no rollout for it. It was just like I heard it just came on, like he just popped up and did it. Instead of like Eminem here to perform his 17-year-old hit, like for the first time ever at the Oscars. Like you figure they would have promoted it a little bit, but they just kind of dropped it.
Well, I think when he originally didn't show up for the Oscars, I remember it being kind of a slap in the face to everybody. And
go ahead.
I remember I remember seeing it and thinking, oh, this is like, you know, being young and thinking like this is like just like a badass thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That he's doing. And, you know, because he's too cool for school or whatever. And, you know, reading the article, he was just kind of chilling at home. He just didn't really think he'd win. You know, he didn't think that like the Oscars understood his genre, or, you know, or he could even win an Oscar for a song. And you know, it's interesting seeing that now that I'm older, knowing that that's all he was thinking about. He wasn't trying to make some kind of like message out of it, because he was very anti pop music, anti, you know, any of that stuff when he was younger.
A lot of artists and like actors do that though. If they don't think they're gonna win, because like award shows, I heard, are really grueling to be at. Like they're really long. There's no food. You can't pee. Like it's like really not fun to be at an award show unless you're winning.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that.
You can't drink. Yeah. It's not like going to the movies.
Yeah. Right. You could just like get up and like go
get popcorn and hot dogs. And,
right.
Yeah. So then they just kind of avoid it. If they're not going to win, they just avoid it altogether. But the Oscars have been. I feel like the Oscars are pretty good. Like with staying up to date. Way better than the Grammys. Way better than the Grammys. The Grammys are awful. I feel like the Grammys are almost irrelevant. Like they're very, very close to being completely irrelevant. Like once this generation dies off, like this older generation, nobody's gonna watch the Grammys anymore. But the Oscars, they're way for whatever reason, they're way more forward thinking. And I think with the Oscars, what's great about it is that it's old people judging like movies, which everyone watches, but like the Grammys are old people judging music that young people listen to. It's literally the stupidest thing. It's like, well, this 17-year-old kids love this music, so who's the perfect person to get to give it an award? Somebody who's like 60 years old.
Yeah, right.
Whereas the Oscars make way more sense because it's like everyone watches movies. When music's target demographic is 18 to 25. And most of that music that's nominated is all new music. So the Grammys are like really, really stupid and irrelevant.
I mean, a lot of those awards, right, are also funded by people who can decide who wins the award, right? Like you can buy your way into that thing, right?
I don't know if you could buy your way into it, but I think that they know like how to work the system to get the vote to be the best album or whatever, because especially with rap, because a lot of the judges and the Grammy board, they don't really know the genre, so they'll just pick the most popular person. They'll do that a lot, and usually that's who wins at the Grammys. Whoever's the most popular person will win.
That's
it's
silly.
like a popularity.
That's silly.
It's stupid. Silly. Yeah, it's such a stupid award show. The Oscars are not that. I like the Oscars. I enjoy them. I think they don't always get it right, but they get it right a lot of the time. And Eminem is a clear case of that, because that movie is not an Oscar-worthy movie, but the song is one of the best songs in any movie ever. I mean, I love that movie, 8 Mile. I love it, but it's not.
It was a good movie, yeah. But
it's a good movie, but I could see why it's not like artistically on the level of like Godfather.
For sure. But you know, the song did make the movie. The song made the movie way better, right? Like it like tied the whole thing up, and it gave me an emotional reaction.
That really made the movie. The soundtrack and the rap battles and the writing of like all the rapping was the best part of the movie. You know, like you can't wait to get to that next battle scene when you watch that movie.
Yeah, For sure.
There's a lot of genius in that movie, you know. Even though it's not like the greatest movie ever made, but there's a lot of like cool stuff in that movie.
For sure.
And then the Grammys, I mean, not the Grammys, the Oscars also gave 3 6 Mafia an Oscar for Hustle and Flow.
Oh yeah.
Which, you know, if I thought about it, I'm like, well, Eminem won, but he's white, so that makes sense, right? But then I'm like, wait a second, they also gave it to like 3 6 Mafia, you know?
Yeah.
And they're not white at all, not even close. They don't appeal to a white audience, none of that. But yet they gave them the Oscar, and I'm like, yeah, the Oscars are and this is 2005, you know, it's not now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's dope, like that they were doing that back then, and now this is such a big thing, like with everything being so pro like white movies and white music. Yeah.
Is it? I mean, is that a thing? Is it still a thing?
For the Grammys, I would say there's instances where it is, but not all the time.
You know, I mean, that's why BET was created, right? Like, needed like some better representation and you know, more accurate understanding of like genre and the people and the culture, and but now that everything's kind of molding into one, I think both platforms make a little bit less sense.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is though, like these big companies that run these shows and promote these artists are controlled, like are headed by white people. So, you know, there's always going to be a bias when something is ran by a particular race or culture. And I think that's really what it mostly is. And I think there's some tone deaf people out there. And they're gonna go towards somebody who has the same skin color as them naturally. You know, that's just human nature. It's tribalism. It's like there's a lot of
but really, I mean, hip hop and rap has become like the shit. You know, it's really spanned the races. I know. I wonder if country music is still the most popular. You know, it surprised me so much that country music was like super popular in like as far as even the early 2010 2012 is.
I think hip hop is the most popular genre. It's the most streamed genre right now. Hip hop.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like it's no longer much of a thing. It is hip hop and rap. But at one time it was country, and I guess hip hop and rap has like taken over that.
Yeah.
Dude, King was about to reference this kid's rap SoundCloud, and I thought it'd be interesting to kind of critique it.
It would be.
Yeah. Do you have anybody you want to critique?
Me personally?
Yeah. That'd be really cool
Not
to
right
like
now.
critique a little bit.
Yeah, we could do it next show though.
Yeah. I think that'll be a cool segment. We'll get some like no-name artists and just kind of take a gander and talk about it. Yeah, King.
Oh yeah.
That's a disappointment. I really wanted to check it out. What's his name? What's his name? I think his name was Godly. Rapper. Not Godly Rappers, just Godly the Rapper.
Godly the Rapper? That's an interesting name.
Christian rap.
Oh, is it Christian rapper?
No. I'm just looking. I just saw this on YouTube. Oh,
I know
oh my god!
a lot
Oh my god! He posted it. Oh my god! This is gonna be great. All right.
Christian rap.
No, this is him.
His name is Christian rap.
No. His name's literally Godly. This is him.
Oh.
You ready for
My
this?
friend is the editor. This is Rapzilla. My friend is the editor for this site.
Are you ready for this?
Sure, yeah. Don't talk.
Don't. Wait, listen to Battle Cry, huh? Okay. Produced by Trunks Beats. You ready, ladies and gentlemen? Godly Battle Cry.
I don't even know how to keep up with your speed demon flows. Leave them alone and pick on me. You can really see what is shown in the lyrics unfold. The story is one soul that you can really reap with the soul, not be from the souls who think you're cool and being a fool. Teach them more before rip their teeth from the skull and scream pitiful. If you try and resist, I'll do with less remorse. If scream for help is up there, I will ignore. Get rid of your inner organs. Good thing you don't know where I hid your corpse. I'ma beat the fuck out of you with my lyrics so bad you scream my name for mercy like a census whore during intercourse. I'm not to be thought of as a damn fool. Here the rest of the track is an example. If you do, I will hit you with the shard of a glass sandal. Johnny G ain't nothing to Godly. The best song you have is the one with Kanzi. Yeah, you hopped on track of mine, but don't say we're the best on there, cause that's a lie. I ain't a pussy, I don't care if I get analyzed, but I ain't doing that without a fight. Fuck it, if you're with your talentless mind, it's battle's mine, so don't even try to challenge this guy. Humble myself for a month to work my crap. This time passes, you can't endure my rap, you losing me way like that. Don't even get me started with lunatic, just retarded bitch. You again, quit acting like the smartest kid, assuming shit. Baptist pilgrim looking ass, dissing shit. How was it like to eat with the Indians? Literally bash your head on a mini fridge. You must regret everything, as this is a deadly game. Funny how you already late. On my knees begging, praise be, bitch, read this. No mercy for these individuals. Yeah, time to get dirty. I see you still hurting, fun of burning. Maybe you're learning, but you will be known as the one who got the throne. Yeah. You will need those comforted thoughts when you're about to die, because I love hurting all of my enemies telling me I suck. When it's my destiny to just an unknowing mob, and so far I'm by myself and outnumbering lots, and you're taking shots from a lyrical submachine Glock. When your level's way below and undermining over your head like a butterfly. Don't stand still like Zeus, I control with the thunder strikes. Dappa, you sound so congested like Squidward. It's funny, it's people coming at me when like cannibals. I bitch you for dinner, I see you in the forest and cover you in your blood to paint the picture. Don't even try to claim the victor, or I will destroy you again and stay the winner. Right, I missed you. Hell, I made a song for you, but you wouldn't like it. Now I'm pissed, the fact is I'm gonna eat at this faggot like a prime rib. Mine's the fact that I can subtract the lines of a track and turn them into a diamond pickaxe and slice them in half and fry his bitch ass, make him start to cry in his lap. I am aligned with rap, so time to hit back. If my style is bad, I'm still gonna try to dismat. The venomous and venomous. Should I let him bitch, or I end him with a 7-inch trench in my hits? As I'm clenching my fist, this is the part where men will die and death will try to take ownership, but it's game over, bitch. I didn't know your brain donor sins. That isn't smart if you're a talented artist, but the amount of retarded is doubted. Pardon, but I have a faggot to arson. Also known as the Saturn Fire. Almost forgot about the pedophile. Bitch, talking about kids sexually now. He pled in denial. How do you find it cool to have sex with a child? Bitch, your fetish is wild, discreet. Probably also watches kids in their menstrual cycle. You didn't think you'd get held liable? You offended me, so death will seek you. As your blood will seep through, let us begin. I will not even let him be, as he has seen a minor and has a rectum penis. A menacing bitch, I tend to be pissed, but he likes underage women cleavage. Yeah. Fuck all of y'all. Godly out. The pedophile's name is Novice. Yeah.
Bro. You still there?
Yeah, man. This is painful.
I mean, the beats are pretty cool. I like the beats.
Yeah, you know, I can't really hear the beat all that well, but I can hear his flow and his voice, and I'm just like,
Yeah, it kind of sounded like he recorded it in his room with a headset.
yeah.
like he was on a Zoom call or some shit.
Yeah.
He's got to fix that shit, man. He's got to. Yeah, his voice was really heavy. I mean, clearly it wasn't really produced very well. But okay, let's set that aside for a minute, right? Let's set the. If he could have old Mike, what? Oh, you're like one of your old mics. He probably really needs it, man. I mean, aside from the recording, I think it really comes down to flow, man.
I mean, I think that there's a little bit of potential with him. I think he had a couple of like good flows in there, but it really wasn't developed yet, I would say.
Yeah, it feels like he kind of just wrote stuff down on a notebook and then tried to like match it and didn't want to waver from whatever he originally wrote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know when you just kind of like barf on a piece of paper and then you're like, and then you like need to go back and like clean it up a little bit because it just doesn't sound right back to back, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like you kind of skipped that step, and because I agree with you. There was some points in there where he, you know, it wasn't terrible, you know. But I mean, for the most part, it was terrible. But I just but also the delivery, you know what I mean? Kind of just like at some points it feels like he kind of lost the music with it, so he's like way too wordy, and it's not woven into the rhythm of the beat.
Yeah, basically like I'm gonna fit these words into the beat, and it doesn't fit. It sounds stupid. Oh my God. So I'm gonna bring this up because I brought it up before. But Danny, goodbye. I'm telling you, you know, that Godly has potential just like Danny has potential.
I just want
Okay.
Don't show Rod. Just don't show Rod.
Oh yeah.
On me.
Yeah.
Goodbye to the.
Don't show him that video. He didn't like that video very much.
I know he really didn't like it.
Goodbye to the.
I never seen him get so pissed off.
I think because he felt it was a reflection on his people.
I think it was twofold. I think one, yeah, he felt like it may have been a race thing, but also he was pissed. I think because he's like, seeing this guy has millions of views and his videos don't.
I know.
He doesn't understand.
Bro, this video has 12 million views. So, hey, King, I'm sorry, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if like Godly makes it to a couple million views, man, and you're gonna be pissed just as much as me that he's got like, because he made follow-up stuff. But yo, his rhythm kind of reminds me of Danny.
Yeah.
Dude, yo, Danny made some like follow-up stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like check this out, 46,000 views. This is new Danny. Hold on, let's click on it. Let's get it big. Go. He's got more views than me. He released this in December. He premiered it. Whoops. Tech support intensifies.
Situation change because of the mullah.
Yo,
Some
he got
people change
old.
because they talking blah blah, hating on me successfully. If you can relate, scream yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep dreaming big, yeah, yeah. All you gotta do is prove that is wrong. Keep your heads up and remain strong. If you can relate, scream yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep dreaming big, yeah, yeah.
Did he just he recorded this in front of Louis Vuitton?
Keep your heads up and remain strong.
I know, it's hilarious.
You see that? He recorded this in front of his
I am too busy out here eating some chicken. Finger looking good. That's the way I like it. I am the fighter that never quit. I got hit, emotionally hit. I was down to the ground and rise back up. People like to see me
46K, huh?
Not so fast, baby.
46K.
I am grinding. History in the making.
He never stopped doing music,
more
man.
Waiting, more celebration. Keep
It's his dream.
motivating. No limitation. New transformation is deep for no why. History in the making. I am elevating.
Sorry, I can't. Oh my god.
Yeah, King has to leave.
Yeah, we all gotta leave, man. Thanks, guys. We'll end in the stream now. Have a good one, and I'll see you Thursday. Peace.